Can you stand up? Please, I can't see you. Who is it? Who's asking?
Can you explain the difference between Bhav Samadhi and Savikalpa Samadhi? Because I feel like I use Bhav as like a jet stream between Savikalpa, because the shadowing between never and Savikalpa is very difficult. Is Bhav in Savikalpa, or is it different completely?
How many people know what Bhav Samadhi is? Raise your hands. How many people who know Savikalpa Samadhi? Raise your hands. How many people who know Nirvikalpa Samadhi? Raise your hands. So I will answer this question later for you. Let's have simpler questions. But I can tell you in a brief that there is a difference between Bhav Samadhi, Savikalpa or Sarvikalpa Samadhi and Nirvikalpa Samadhi. There are three different stages. The first is the Bhav Samadhi. It is to do with your emotions. When emotions are pure and take you into a steady state of awareness, consciousness, it is Bhav Samadhi, in a steady stream, a flow of a unified meditation, a unified devotional meditation with no effort leads you into Bhav Samadhi. The Savikalpa Samadhi is a Samadhi of bliss which goes beyond the Bhav Samadhi into this bliss of form. In Bhav Samadhi you have the form, you have the emotions, and you have a particular deity. In the ultimate Savikalpa Samadhi, the deity merges into the whole of creation. It's a vaster expansion of consciousness with a state of bliss. You are floating and visualize the whole universe to be in its entirety, to be yourself. Aham Brahmasmi. And then there's the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, which goes beyond form, beyond name, into the state which is indescribable, and it is not contained in the universal mind. It goes beyond the divine mind. Bhav Samadhi is in divine mind. Savikalpa Samadhi is in the divine mind of the universe. But Nirvikalpa Samadhi goes beyond divine mind into divine consciousness, and a permanent state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi keeps going into divine consciousness and coming back into divine mind. Divine mind is in relativity. Divine consciousness or Nirvikalpa Samadhi is out of relativity. So it keeps coming in relativity of Savikalpa and going out of relativity into Nirvikalpa, into divine consciousness. But when you permanently stay in divine consciousness, then the Nirvikalpa Samadhi is transformed into Nirbij Samadhi, the seedless Samadhi, the permanent Samadhi, which flowers into the Dharmamegh Samadhi, the supreme Samadhi of absolute God realization. So self-realization is Savikalpa, and God realization of the divine consciousness is Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Om Namah Shivaya. Now tell me, those people who didn't understand these terms, after I explained, how many have understood what I am saying? Raise your hands. I just wanted to know how good an explainer I was. I'm not bad, but I'm not too good either. Either I'm a bad explainer or you don't get it, but a lot of people have got it. I'm happy for you. This gives me more satisfaction. It makes me happy. So there's vast knowledge, but the main thing is there's too much talk and no work. We must apply ourselves to the path of God. God is not, Krishna, Buddha, Christ, Ram, God, Allah, Ishwar. He is beyond words. These are just facilities. These are questions of mere dialect. The essential fact is to drink the chalice of nectar and realize the essence of your own being as one with the supreme reality. These days, people can clap and toast for material things, no matter how trivial they are. But to clap for spiritual knowledge is, we are very hesitant lest people may make fun of us. This is your, dear souls, you are the house of God. The Spirit of the Lord dwelleth therein. Don't be shy to clap. Don't be shy to hurrah the good. Just attaboy it with all your heart and clap loud, man. That's good. Because if you don't do it, how will you defeat the forces of darkness which are here upon us? Have you ever seen evil congregations and the cauldron of the witches and the meetings of the terrorists? How strong they drink and how loud they cheer for doing every evil act? Why can we not cheer for righteousness and truth and the God that dwells within our souls? Be strong, be powerful. And I will give you this power in my transmission today. We've got to win. We've got to win. The light shall prevail. And if you are strong, and then alone, you can shatter the evil with your love and your good. That is very important. Be strong in your good. Be strong and be determined. Don't be of dual mind. Be single-minded purpose. The only purpose of your sojourn on this earth is to seek God. All other things are trivialities.